Urkely Durkly. Here we are again. For the part 2, we had to take a little bit of a break earlier. It's all good and well. I had get me a little bite to eat. I had a couple more personal readings, a couple full personal readings.
We went on a walk.
Went on a walk. Got the kids an ice cream bar. Let them take out some energy.
And I totally messed up. I goofed up a little bit.
You goofed up?
I goofed up.
How'd you goof up?
I goofed up because I forgot to timestamp the other video. But I did timestamp it, so now it is up and running. But yeah.
Hello.
I was like, oh my god, I forgot to timestamp the other video.
Okay.
Yeah, but I totally forgot to timestamp it, but it's timestamped now. So.
Timestamps are up on the other video. Sorry about that, y'all.
Yeah, sorry.
Shall we?
Sorry, I forgot.
Anywho, we are going to do a part 2 now, and
see how many we can do.
Do we have a set number that we're going to do for this one, or are we just going to roll until...
We're just going to go until we can't go no more.
Gonna read them cards till I can't no more.
Sorry, I'm trying to get everything all...
It's all good. It's all good.
Good in the hood. And I was sending out all the personal readings, so those have gone out now. Ending.
Okay.
Let me pop this thingy out so I can think without seeing myself. Are you guys ready?
Y'all ready?
Are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. So where we left off was somebody who, oh yeah, they just want their first name read. Catherine, I wanted to know what you see in my marriage. Oh, I want you to see if my marriage is falling apart.
Ooh. If your marriage is falling apart, I hope not. I hope not. Let's see. Good news is, it's not just whether or not it is. Okay, I do what I call a vibe check. You all saw on my main channel today, I did all signs vibe check. I liked it. I want to start doing that more often, randomly, at random times. Anyway, I'll do a vibe check. I'll see the way it's vibrating in the current moment, and I will see what would, because it's, let me just go ahead and say this. It's always possible to change vibrations and manifest anything you want. But if it's at the cost of too many other things, I might say, okay, well, it's best to go ahead and let it fall apart, you know? So let's get 5 shuffles for your first spread. Here's 1, 2, 3, 2 more. Boom. Oh man, 8 of Cups is the overall energy. I do think somebody is probably going to end up walking away. There is no commitment here. Somebody doesn't want to commit. Communication is terrible.
Except for a timestamp this one too.
Okay. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune is in the reverse. It does honestly indeed look like it is falling apart and somebody is eventually going to end up walking away. Okay. The Ace of Swords in the heart of the spread there, I feel like it's probably you, since you are the one who took it upon yourself to pay money to see. Okay, so I get the feeling, correct me if I'm wrong, that what you're actually doing is asking for permission to leave your marriage. That's what a lot of people come to me and do, because come on now. If you're going to pay for a tarot card reading as to whether or not your relationship's falling apart, that means it's probably falling apart, okay? So if that is what you're asking for, yes, I would say that if it is bringing you that much discomfort, it shows here that there's no commitment here anyway, and that there's something new. There's some kind of new start that you're wanting to fire up. I don't know if it's maybe just something new in business. I'm not getting it being a love thing. It's an Ace of Swords, like just up here. I'm ready for a new start. All, you know, yeah, you're good. I'm thinking that this is something you've probably pondered for quite some time, and yeah. You're okay to walk away from this. I mean, anybody is. Nobody is, like, at the end of the day, required to tie themselves down to something that brings you that much pain. You know? There's going to be struggles and there's going to be ups and downs in every relationship. But if it's nothing but pain like that, you're not required to tie yourself down to that. Boom, the Sun card. Let's get 6 shuffles. Last shuffle. King of Wands reversed, yeah. Yeah, I do think that it is probably time to move on from this. I think the person you're dealing with probably isn't even taking this seriously anymore. I don't think really either of you are feeling the connection or taking it seriously. So I would say that it would be possible. It would be possible to work on this, to rebuild it, but I just think that it would be at the cost of so many other things that basically the more things that you do like that, that increases the chance of being on the karmic wheel. If you was to manifest rebuilding your marriage, that would put you on the karmic wheel because it would be at the cost of all these other things you got to take care of. You see what I'm saying? So I think it'd be a better idea to go ahead and just allow what's happening to happen. It does look like it's falling apart is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, okay? So, next one.
Okay. Next one is Lorraine. Or Lori, sorry. Lori asks, how will things conclude with my son's father and I?
Can't nobody sell me muffins.
Oh my God.
Ooh, 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. I think after some deliberation, somebody's probably going to make a final decision. Let's get 4 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Boom, King of Swords. Ace of Cups reversed. Knight of Cups, 3 of Pentacles. The conclusion, if I had to say that there was a conclusion, somebody's probably going to drop this, honestly. I see too much up and down and too much one, the other, or both of you, which is probably the other person, okay, because you are mentioning a father, and that is the King of Swords, okay, 2 of Cups in the reverse. The King of Swords, okay, so the male counterpart in this is just not emotional enough, I'm thinking here. There's not enough of an emotional connection between the two of you, and I feel like the decision that's going to end up being made is that, no, not really, is what I'm seeing here. I feel like there might be some secrets being kept between the two of you, too, with that Moon card. Go ahead and get another spread. What's up? You snapped like you heard me say something that...
No.
Oh.
I'm just spacing out.
Okay.
Just spacing.
Ooh, the Temperance. Okay. Does that mean that there is potential here to regain balance between the two of you? Maybe. Let's get 5 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 2 more. Boom, 6 of Swords. No, I think somebody's gonna, yeah, it's an unhealthy connection that you have with the Devil card there. Chariot, 6 of Swords, somebody is going to transition on from this right here. Like I said, King of Swords is reversed this time, Queen of Cups reversed. I feel like that it's kind of, you're kind of like, well, if you're just gonna be all distant and unemotional with me, I'm not gonna let you in and open up emotionally to you. Like, I wanna open up emotionally to you, but there's got to be some equal give and take here, and I don't see as badly as you want equal give and take with the Six of Pentacles, there's not. Okay, so the only equal give and take there is if you're closed off to me, I'm going to be closed off to you. So the overall energy here is moving on from this right here, because that's just not healthy. It's not a healthy connection that the two of you have, okay? A lot of times, as bad as it hurts, you know, a lot of times the only reason two people are come together is to bring children into the world. You said you had kids with this person, and a lot of times that's what the connection was meant for, and then that's it. As weird as that goes against the way we were raised to believe, but yeah, so anyway, on to the next one.
Okay, next is Leslie. It says, hey Rich, me, Sag, and my ex Libra recently decided to break things off. We did not speak for a while, but we recently decided to build a friendship. I still have feelings for him and I want to open up about it. Is this a connection worth revisiting? I fear rejection. Thank you for all the light you give, Les.
Okay. Alrighty, let's see here. Do, 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 do.
I'm gonna have to go print some more off.
Okie dokie, okie dokie, and more welcome to come in if you want to send them in. They'll get read tonight at one of these videos. The Empress in the reverse right now. I don't know if there's any growth between the two of you or any stability. Let's get 5 shuffles. 1, 2, 3. 2 more.
A kitty wants in.
Boom, Magician. The Sun card. 4 Pentacles in the reverse. The King of Cups. The Tower card. Ace of Wands. 5 of Wands. The Fool card. The 2 of Cups. And the Moon card. I honestly think it looks... Man, it's like 60-40. There's a little bit more negative than positive here. A little bit. But Libra and Saggy is actually a very common mixture. Very, very common mixture. And I've seen it work beautifully. I've also seen it crash terribly. Libra energy is cardinal energy. So that's very, 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 very pushy air energy, you know? So sticks can start a swinging with those two energies there. This looks good though. I would say that maybe take it slow, because that King of Cups energy indicates that I think that he may still have feelings as well. Oops. Oh. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, take it slow. Take it slow. 7 shuffles. 1, 2.
Well, what's all that for? Animals.
3.
He just want to see what we're doing.
4. 3 more. Last shuffle. Ooh, the 7 of Swords. Well, let's see. 8 of Cups reversed. Okay. 2 of Swords reversed. 9 of Cups and the 6 of Swords. Looks pretty good right here, but that 7 of Swords energy up there, I can't tell if that's positive or negative. I'm feeling with the 6 of Swords being at the bottom down there that if you try to rush this, if you try to rush it too fast, it is going to, you're going to end up being disappointed. Take it very, very slow. Very, very slow. Okay? Because I have a feeling that there may still be things that this person isn't wanting to reveal to you just yet. Okay? There may be some emotions, some things that yeah, that he doesn't want to reveal. There's still some things that he's holding on to. He still does have emotions for you, but he's not really wanting to open up just yet. So I'm thinking yes, but don't do it right away. Don't do it right away. Take it very, very, very slow. If you try to take it too fast, you dump too many emotions into it way too fast. Then you do run the risk of being disappointed, because then, oh, okay, well, all those things that he's holding, he's not just going to dump them out real quick. You got to allow him a space to feel comfortable to share things with you that he normally wouldn't share with anybody. You know what I mean? I would say yes, but take it very, very, very slow. Slow and steady wins the race here, okay? All right, next one.
Oh, God. Next one is Lisa.
Lisa.
Lisa is an Aquarius and would like to know how Randy the Pisces feels about her.
Okay.
I kind of reworded that a little bit.
How does Randy feel?
Randy dandy. Is Randy feeling dandy? Candy? Am I saying it like that or no?
Randy.
He makes fun of the way I say candy.
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 Candy. Goofball. Boom. 8 of Wands in the reverse. 4 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Is there block communication between the two of you? Are y'all in communication? If so, it's terrible. If you all are actively communicating, communication is horrible. Okay. Overall, I don't think this person knows what the hell they feel about anything with the 2 of Wands energy up there. Okay.
Oh, Randy is not dandy.
Yeah, I don't really think that when it all comes down to it, if left to his own devices, I don't think he's going to choose to be in a relationship with you, with the 10 of Cups in the reverse. Okay, keeps a lot of things to himself, basically because he doesn't even know how he feels about anything. And when it all comes down to it, if you're dealing with somebody who doesn't know how they feel, do you have time for that in your life? If they don't know how they feel about you, then that says an awful lot about that frame of mind. Even if you all were to come together, that frame of mind is going to play out in many other ways in the future. You don't know about how you feel about me. Well, that's pretty fucking important. So when it comes to making really important decisions, you just linger around with your thumb up your butt, basically. Like, you know, that frame of mind tells you everything you need to know about the type of person this is going to be. If you are, if there's blocked communication between you right now, I see communication opening up. I do see communication happening, but it's very poor communication. And this person is just so up in their head that, bam, the Chariot card. Let's get 6 shuffles. 1, 2, 3. 3 more. Oops. Two of Swords overall. 2 of Wands overall on the first spread, 2 of Swords overall on the second spread. This person doesn't know what the hell they feel. Okay? Wheel of Fortune's in the upright. Yeah, 2 of Cups reversed. Like I said, I don't think this person really wants to come together with you here. They don't know what they feel. They don't know what they feel about anything. They feel this way one way, this way the next day. And I don't know about you, but if you want something committed, I personally don't have time for that kind of horse shit. I don't think anybody else here does. You don't know how you feel about me? You don't even know how you feel about me. So we could get together and be committed, and then tomorrow you could just wake up and say, well, I got this hair up my ass and I don't feel anything for you anymore. I don't have time. Fuck that. Who has time for that shit? Who has time for somebody that doesn't know what they feel or what they want? Fuck that. This person is just up in la la land. They don't know. How do they feel about you? They don't know. They don't know. So, but if left with their own devices, I don't think they're going to choose to come together with you. And if I was you, I wouldn't even worry about it with the Nine of Swords in the reverse. Okay. Anywho, on to the next one.
He deserves some sage. That's all I gotta say. Okay, we can leave that Pisces.
Love that.
Leave that Pisces in the past. Okay. Bye, Randy Dandy. Next is Christy. Yeah, Christy. Hello, I enjoy your program. My question is, my son is incarcerated. I need your insight on the outcome. Thank you.
On the outcome.
Sorry, I'm so hesitant with the names because, like, as I'm saying that, I'm like double checking, make sure nobody wants to be anonymous. Because I'm always like scared. I don't want to like accidentally say someone's name when they don't want to be.
Well, here's the thing. Since they're incarcerated, what's the outcome? Since I am not psychically peering in, which don't get me wrong, it does happen at sometimes. Sometimes the other side, spirit source, does come in and turn me off and start talking through me. That's very rare. But I don't know how to turn that on command. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to look forward into the outcome, and I'm going to look at your perspective, the way you feel when the outcome is all said and done. If the positive outweighs the negative, I say that the outcome is all good, all well, nothing really to worry about. If that makes any sense. Knight of Swords in the reverse. 5 shuffles. 1, 2. 4 swords reversed. 3. 2 more. 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, King of Swords reversed. High Priestess, 7 of Swords. Okay. So this is something I feel like is going to drag on for quite some time. Okay. It's going to drag on for quite some time. Ace of Swords reversed. All these sword cards are in the reverse except for the 7 of Swords. I have a feeling that he is incarcerated with this 7 of Swords being the only one that's upright. Okay. It's not like he's incarcerated for something he didn't do, is what I'm saying here, basically. Okay. Because this is the card. I'm not saying that he was incarcerated for stealing, but this is basically the card of being a thief or committing crimes or doing things you're not supposed to do. And this is the only sword card in the upright. So basically, regardless of what he did, doesn't really matter. He's not innocent, I don't think. So this is something with the Ace of Pentacles here that I think is going to stretch on for quite some time. I'm going to have to pull another spread here. I'm seeing that outcome. I don't really know what you mean by the outcome.
Maybe if it'll be positive or negative.
Yeah, it looks like 6 months from now is when the outcome is going to start to unfold. Okay, I don't know if that means he's still incarcerated 6 months from now or what the case may be. Two more shuffles. Boom. 4 wands reversed. There's that 6 of Cups reversed again. Knight of Swords. Man. I'm seeing things linger on for quite some time. I'm just seeing a lot of anticipation here. The outcome, the Fool card. Okay, I do think that he's going to do a little bit of time. And I don't really think he's going to get away, like basically get a reduced sentence. I don't really think what I'm seeing here. Boom. Ace of Pentacles again. I'm saying that it's probably going to be about 6 months, from what I'm seeing, 6 to 8 months before things start to actually turn out better. Like, I don't know if that's when he's going to get out with the Fool card, finally being able to, you know, take a leap out of jail or whatever that means. But with this Ace of Pentacles, I do think that even after, like, maybe he gets out of jail or something like that, it's still going to be a slow rolling ball to get to the actual outcome of it. But in the next 6 months, I don't see any new doorways of opportunity open. I don't see anything new unfolding. I see with this Four of Swords energy right here, things are going to pretty much stay stagnant for a good 6 months. And then I think about 6 months later is when the process is going to start kind of rolling in a different direction. And then the outcome looks more positive after that. But whatever he's incarcerated for, I think he is going to do a little bit of time, depending on what you think time is. And then, yeah, it's
Also, I'm showing in PayPal that I already refunded you for one of your payments. And then I'm showing that you're filing a dispute for it. So we already refunded you for one. So I don't know. Maybe you want to double check and see if you've gotten refunded for that or not. Because I'm showing it as a dispute on our end.
Oh, when was the dispute filed? Is that the one from yesterday?
No, that's this one right now that you just did for Christy.
Oh, was there 2 payments?
Yeah, but I already refunded one.
Mm.
So maybe double check that and see if you can cancel that. Or if not, email us and we can figure it out that way. Because if we keep having all these cases against us on PayPal, they might not even let us do anything through PayPal anymore. So we're trying not to have any disputes and stuff. If you just email us or talk to us, like we'll get it resolved. There's no reason to do that, but it's okay if you didn't know. Anyways, let's go to the next one. Are you ready for the next one, or is we're on the same one? Okay, next one is Radiant Rebels. And they said, I am creating an online coaching business that will also have in-person meetups to go in adventuring post corona. That's for coronavirus, right?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how to say that. Coronavirus, to help women get into their bodies and out of their mind chatter. And it feels like a really good place to use my intensity and insights. What do I need to know in order to make this a success? Where's my blind spot?
Okay. Let me do a quick vibe check before I give you any advice on business. There's the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so I'm saying that this is pretty good. Pretty good. Everything's looking pretty solid and pretty stable right there with that Queen of Pentacles energy. Let's get 5 shuffles here for a quick vibe check. 1, 2, King of Cups. 3. 2 more. Seven of Wands overall here. Okay. All right. All right. Here's the thing. The only thing that's slowing things down is you're trying a little bit too hard, and I know this is the hard part, especially if you've never done anything like this before. This is the hard part. And even speaking from experience, you can take all the advice in the world, but you kind of have to experience it to really get the full effect of it. The harder you try to make it happen, it's gonna kind of try to crumble apart on you. Okay, you can only do so much. Okay, you're creating a project, and there is no possible way to be 100% fail-safe as badly as we want to. And I think you're battling a little bit too much, trying to make sure that it's going to be 10,000% fail-safe. You're not going to make any mistakes, and you're going to have to let go on it. You're going to have to ease up and say, okay, at some point, and you're going to feel the intuitive nudge. When the universe has got its foot to your ass, pushing you through the doorway, you're just going to have to go through the doorway and stop holding it and say, okay, well, let's do it then. You're going to have to start doing it. Yes, things are going to go wrong. Yes, you're going to make an ass out of yourself a few times. Yes, you're going to slip and fall and fuck things up from time to time. That's part of it. Do you know how many times I've done that on my path? You pick up, you say, okay, oops, I learned something, and keep going. You pick up, you say, oops, I learned something, and keep going. You pick up, you say, okay, cool, I learned something, and you keep going. And that's just all there is to it. We sit around too much and we try to think, okay, all right, well, what if this, and this, and I have A, B, C, D, and in order to get to X, Y, Z, and plus and minus, and doing all these equations in our head, that you can't do that. Can't do that. This is a learning experience. The only thing that your brain is a record of the past. So that's the only thing it knows how to reproduce is more of what has happened in the past. You want something that you've never had, you want to do something you've never done, you can only take so many precautions before you just get out there into uncharted territory and learn as you go. Okay?
Is your space there at the door?
Yeah, hang on.
Just leave him in here.
What are we going to do when he goes to the door and starts meowing to be in?
I'll let him out.
What's up, dude? Come here, buddy.
His
Come
little
on.
retarded look. Come on, big old baby. You're ruining the show.
Strength in the reverse. You're draining yourself too much. You're draining yourself too much because you're worrying too much. And I get it. Nine of Swords. Strength reverse. Okay, you're draining yourself with too much worry. And again, you can only hear so much of this advice before it really makes enough sense to where you just have to take that leap of faith, get out there, start doing it, and learn as you go. Okay, you're not going to be able to be 100% fail safe. You have to accept that. You have to step out into it knowing, okay, I'm going to fuck up from time to time. I'm going to fail from time to time. I'm going to run into obstacles from time to time. That's part of the process. There's no way around it. There's no way around it. You're just going to have to do it. Just jump out, start where you're at, and do it. That's the only way to make it happen. And then when you fall down for the first time, which you will, pick yourself back up and start it again. And then when you fall down the next time, which you will, pick yourself up and do it again. You know how many times throughout my tarot career, y'all don't know what all I've been through from when I first started to now. You don't know how many times I've had to fall and pick myself up, fall and pick myself up, fall and pick myself up. Dude, I'm going to tell you what, that's part of the process. That's part of it. Okay, next one.
Okay. Tara, question is, what part of my past do I still need to work on to let it go? Soul contract.
Now, let me give you another very entertaining thought to ponder that I promise you've never heard from anybody. I've never heard anybody say this before. Sometimes, especially if it's a person, a connection with a person, sometimes, you're not meant to let that connection go right away. Sometimes, the whole reason behind the connection to begin with was for you to latch onto it and get stuck on it. And it's pulling you off onto a certain path. That happens. That happens. But we'll see what the cards have to say. There's that Six of Cups upright. Looking back on the past in a positive light. All right. I want you to do this for me. I want you to think of one thing, and I know you can think of at least one thing that happened in the past that hurt really bad when it was happening at the time. But now you can look back at it and say, dude, it makes perfect sense now. It could be something silly. Maybe it was something that happened when you were a kid. Doesn't matter. You can at least think of one thing that hurt when it happened, but now looking back, you are glad that it happened. You know, well, all you need to do is picture yourself in the future. Picture yourself in the future. And when you do that, I got news for you. You are connecting to a real aspect of you that exists out there. Picture yourself in the future, looking at this thing that you're talking about now in the past tense as if it's one of those things. Believe that it's possible. First of all, you have to believe that it's possible. Okay? If you don't believe it's possible, you may as well just give it up. That's the first thing that you have to do, is believe that it's possible. And you have to latch on to that belief that it's possible, that you will, one of these days, see, oh, that's why that happened. Okay, good. I'm actually glad that happened, because had that not happened, there's no way I would be on the successful path that I'm on right now. That's how you do it. Now, is that going to help you let it go overnight? No, it's not. Because a lot of times you're not meant to let go of something overnight. Okay? A lot of times, and don't ask me why, that's just the way the spirit world works. That's just the way we work over there on the other side. There's a lot of times where there will be something for unknown reasons that you are not allowed to know, because if you know, you will sabotage it. You are being put off on a path that's very specific. And you have to endure a very specific emotional reaction in order to push you on that path. And you're not allowed to know what it is. But if you allow yourself to believe that one of these days you will see back in hindsight, and it will be so fucking crystal clear, and you'll be thanking the universe that it happened. Believe that's possible and latch on to that belief. And you don't have to make anything happen. You don't have to do any work necessarily, not a whole lot. You don't have to force it to happen. You can just sit back and watch it happen. Okay? Next one.
Next is for Nesrin.
Okay.
It says, live reading for today, Sunday 3/22. Love the number 2, so payment and day is perfect. Appreciate you being so candid. Question, what can I expect this spring to bring in? Or what should I focus on manifesting? Career, money, love, etc. Wanted a career change, move, but with the current pandemic, I'm staying put for now. I'm also a single woman, not dating or I cannot say this word. Perspective. People yet. I know how to say that word. I just can't say it. I feel a change coming though. Thank you for your time and your energy for this. So that's a couple questions. So yeah.
2 more. We'll see.
Perspective. I know that word. I said it earlier. You have a word like that where it's like you know how to say it, but like.
Do I?
You know. Everybody does.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. I think that what it is love. But here's the thing. If you are actively searching for it, the universe is going to keep you actively searching for it. It is not until you completely let go with the 4 of Pentacles in the reverse that anything is free to happen for you. The science behind that is because your thoughts produce gravity. Okay? They do. This is not a metaphor. It's not an analogy. It's not a philosophy. Your thoughts produce measurable gravity. And what your thoughts do is they grab the quantum field and hold them in place so that they can't move. So when you're focusing on something, when you're chasing something, when you're looking for something, when you're thinking about it all the time, the gravity of your thoughts is holding it in place. She has to catch me on doing it all the time, don't you?
Like what?
Like, remember when I'm waiting for something in the mail and you're like, you have to let it go?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I do it all the time. Little things, waiting for something in the mail. Anything.
Oh, yeah, waiting for a response from somebody to call us back. Yeah. And I'm like, you're making it go longer. Yeah. You're like putting so much pressure on it.
Yeah. The harder you press on that with your thoughts, the longer it's going to extend out. I have a feeling that the minute you let go of any expectation, if you do, that's when it's probably going to be a love offer that comes in. Okay, but you have 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands surrounding it. So it's very difficult to say. I think what I'm seeing happen is you're going to be so up in your head about this, so up in your head about this because in the past you had a lot of misfortune in regards to love, and I see you looking back at the past and comparing a whole lot. What should you be focused on manifesting? Well, I can tell you this right now. Whatever it is that you want to manifest, don't focus on it too much. The only thing you need to focus on is choosing to believe that it's going to happen for you and letting go and focusing on something that you love. That's why I focus so much of my attention on growing cactuses. Whatever it is, just find a distraction, find a hobby, find something that you enjoy, because you need to be able to take the gravity of your thoughts off of what you want to manifest and put it somewhere else. Okay? And in that process, you need to be working on convincing yourself that it's already done. It's no easy task. It's no easy task, okay? And I have a feeling that it's in regards to love, which you need to work on your relationship with yourself. Now, as far as career goes, I'm not really seeing anything as far as career goes. Here's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Because what happens all too much is we feel that change coming. We feel it coming, feel it coming, feel it coming. So we sit around and wait, and wait, and wait, and wait, and wait, and wait. And the longer we wait, we're pressing on it with the gravity of our thoughts, and it can't move. And the minute we say, all right, fine, fuck it, whatever, I'm done waiting. I guess nothing's going to change then. Fine, fuck it. Then you say, you release it, and you turn and walk away from it, and the universe says, thank you. Finally, now I can move. And that's when, bam, that's when it shows up. Right when you turn and walk away from it, okay? But I still see 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands energy here throughout the rest of this spring, okay? There is success right on the other side of you waiting and anticipating. But you got too much waiting and too much anticipating happening here. 2 and 3 of Wands again, okay? So I think it's probably in matters of love more than anything because the Cup cards are coming up. But whatever it is, doesn't matter what it is. Yeah, I think it's probably more like a love offer. But whatever it is, doesn't matter what it is. Nothing can work for you until you let go. You have to let go. And in the meantime, work on convincing yourself that it's already coming to you. Somehow, some way, don't worry about it. Who cares? I know that the weekend is going to get here. I don't have to sit around and anticipate it, which a lot of people do, and it makes time slow down, doesn't it? But yeah, I have a feeling that it's probably, if you choose to let go, going to be a love offer. Okay? I'm not seeing a whole lot in the career aspect, but that's just not coming through, okay?
Okay, next person wants to remain anonymous.
Okay.
Anonymous says, will I be let go from my current position? Am I going to be fired after my 90-day probation? Okay.
Strength card. 5 shuffles. 1, 2, 3. 2 more. Hermit in the reverse. 2 of Pentacles reverse. Knight of Wands. 9 of Cups. 4 Wands reversed and the 5 of Wands upright. That's very difficult to say.
Oops.
It's looking like Queen of Swords reversed. I would have to say it looks like maybe. It looks like possibly, to be honest with you. I'm going to have to pull you another spread, but that I set the intention for this to be 90 days. And at the very end there, I see conflict and the door being slammed shut. So it looks like it probably. That's a bummer. Excuse me. We got lots of readings to do, baby.
Yes.
Lots of readings to do. Are they still coming in?
Yeah, kind of. Except these are big, so it looks like there's more, but...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got big old bunches of readings.
Devil in the reverse. 7 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, Queen of Swords reversed again. Yeah, it looks to me like probably. It looks to me more like I don't think you will be in that position in 6 months' time. So I would have to say, now, is it going to be like 90 days rolls around and they just say, hey, you're fired? I don't know. But I honestly don't think that you will be doing what you do 6 months from now. I really don't. Okay, so I'd have to give that the way it rests in this moment, unless you do anything to change that, which you can. You are a creator. You can create anything you want. If you just leave the energy alone and don't make any changes, it looks like more than likely yes. Okay?
Are we on the next one?
Yep, next one.
Oh, okay. Cynthia says, when will my house sell?
When will it sell?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I see it selling in the next 6 months. I'm going to pull 2 spreads, and they're going to equal 1 year. So I can't, like, say, give me a date, and the tarot cards give me a date. I can't do that. I am really, really, really big on creating, manifesting, and you taking conscious control of what you experience and you manifest. So I'm really loose on timelines anyway. But I will see if I see it happening in this 1 year's time. Let's see if it happens in the next 6 months. 1, 2, 3. 3 more.
Barry Amori.
Is he still in here?
Yeah, he's playing back here. Being the boy.
Oh, what's up, dude? What's up, buddy? He don't like me. He likes mommy.
They all do. Everybody loves mommy.
Everybody loves Leah. Let's see. I see an offer coming through here sometime within the next 4 months. Page of Pentacles. But it just doesn't look like a good one. It doesn't look like a good one. Okay? Page of Pentacles here. And then the 10 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles. I don't know if that's a good offer. I don't know if it's an offer you're going to turn down or what. I'm looking for the Ace of Pentacles. I'm going to pull another spread to see what I see after this. But I'm seeing something come through here in the next 4 months as it rests in this moment. But that's Page of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles came through too. I'm seeing a couple offers, a couple of things come in here. Knight of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles. I saw the Knight of Pentacles here in like the next 2 months, and then the Page of Pentacles in like the next 4 months. But both of them after that, I don't really see a very good outcome after that. So I don't know mainly if, I mean, anything could happen. Somebody who doesn't get approved for a mortgage or somebody who something, I don't know. Queen of Swords. This is the 6 months after that. Let's get 7 shuffles. Man, still not really seeing a whole lot of action in the next year. Damn, dog. Do you?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, Page of Pentacles reversed too now. Oh man, it looks like in the next year I'm not really seeing any offers come through that you're satisfied with. Okay. What I would definitely recommend, I would recommend learning how to manifest it. You can. You can learn how to manifest it. You could manifest your house selling. But as it rests in this moment, I see a couple of offers coming through here in the next 6 months that, for whatever reason, are no good. Again, I don't know if it's somebody's trying to talk you down and you're like, no, or maybe somebody comes through and it sounds good, but they don't get approved for a mortgage or something. I see a couple of different offers coming through, and for whatever reason, nothing for the next year is what I'm seeing in this moment, okay? So, on to the next one.
Next is Maritza. She says, will Rose, she's a Virgo, contact me. Does she miss me? I'm a Cancer.
Will Rose reach out?
Like the Titanic. That Rose didn't reach out. Just saying. Poor Jack.
Yeah, she reached out, but he was sinking. I reached out, but he was sinking.
Jack, come back. Come back.
That's a sad-o ass movie, though, boy. I'm not gonna lie to you one bit. That movie has always grabbed me up by the feelers. Every time. Always.
I just remember when that movie was on like 2 VCRs things. It was so long, it had to have 2 of them.
Yup. And that song, My Heart Will Go On, was my granny's favorite song, dude.
That song will get me in my feels.
It will be too. That song gets me every time. And it was my granny's favorite song. We had this tape player she had a 2-sided tape, and she had this song on the tape, and she would clean house, and it would play like 5 times on one side, and then she would flip it over, and it was just 5 different versions of the same song.
Oh my god.
And yeah, every time I hear that song now, it's just like, you know? Oh yeah. Let's get 6 shuffles here. 1,
Wow.
2.
Saw it in theaters 4 times. Oh my god.
3. 3 more.
I want to get my smash.
Okay.
Do you mind?
Okay. I don't care,
I
baby.
need some pick-me-up juice.
She needs a drinky drink. I can't drinky drink while I'm reading tarot, so.
I'm feeling blah.
I mean, I could if I wanted to. I just prefer not to. Not when I'm reading. Like, if you actually paid me for a reading, sometimes, depending, I might have a little sip, but I really prefer not to drink when I'm reading, especially if somebody's paid for it. Yeah, I do think that you will hear from this person here. I do think that you will, because the message card is overall. Okay, and with the Page of Pentacles being in the heart of the spread as it rests in this current moment, unless you reach out any sooner or if you do anything to change timelines, I'm seeing that being more likely in, let's see, about 3 months from now. Okay, the bad news is I think that it will end up in argument and conflict again, and the doorway to that is slammed shut, and I don't think that you all will be coming back together. I don't think you will. I think that you all will talk again, and you will very quickly see, oh yeah, this all over again. It'll pick up right where it left off. Right where it left off, and repeat the cycle again, and the same thing will happen again, whatever kind of conflict or disagreements you all have, and it will come to an end again within 6 months. Okay? See here, I'm gonna pull you another. Let me just see what comes through. Oh, let's see, 2 of Swords here. Let's get 4 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So what is that? Strawberry, lemon? Ooh, that looks good. That looks good as fuck. Cancer card is in the reverse. Who's the Cancer? You or?
No, them. Or no, she.
Okay. Yeah, the Cancer card is in the reverse here. Ace of Pentacles is reversed. King of Cups, Ace of Cups, and the Devil again. I do see it happening again. Okay, and like the next 3 to 4 months, But again, this is a very unhealthy connection that the two of you have. And again, I see you recycling the same experience, and then I do see an attempted reconciliation and just a repeat of the cycle is what I see happening. Okay. But the good thing about it is a lot of times I think that's very necessary, to have that reconciliation, because sometimes if it seems like, oh man, I miss that person, blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, that reconciliation may be exactly what you need to see it for what it is. Be like, bam, oh, right. Never mind, I see now. I see it more clearly. There's more light shining down on the situation now, I think that's what's going to happen. Okay, so.
So is Rose coming back?
Yeah, I think so.
Rose is coming back!
It doesn't look successful, though.
Oh, no. Okay, next. I needed that little bit of. Next is. There's that name again.
Lee.
Is it Lee or Leah? We will never know. Last initial starts with a P. And then what she says is, I like my daughter's karate teacher named Scott. Can you do a spread about the likelihood of this going somewhere, pursuing this?
Okay.
Ooh. This kind of reminds me of like a Four Loko.
Oh, shit.
But not as strong.
Well, those things are like 15% alcohol.
Yeah, this one's only 8.
They taste good and they feel good, but oh my God, the next day, I've never felt a hangover worse than that in my life.
Yeah.
All right, I do think that there is potential here. There is potential. Here's the problem. I don't think that you will play your cards right. There's potential if you play the cards right. Okay, but the way it rests in this moment, I don't see you playing them correctly. I think that this person has a very, what you consider to be, nasty attitude. Okay, and I think that it will end up resorting and reverting to conflict and disagreement. And overall, I do think that, I think that he's probably going to end up. You all might be able to come together for a very short period of time, very, very short, but I'm saying it won't last very long. He's probably going to end up turning it down and rejecting you after a while. There's potential there, though. There's potential. But I see you coming across, let me figure out the right way to word this. I don't want to make it sound bad, because it doesn't make you bad. You're not a bad person. I just feel like you won't be approaching him right. You'll be coming across too needy and desperate almost. Not saying that you're a needy, desperate person, but that's just the way he'll perceive it. And just with the way energy flows, he won't react to that very well. Okay? Let me see. Let me get another shuffle, another spread here to see if there's any alternate timelines that you could take or anything you could do to make this more successful, or if the best bet would just be to leave it alone. Let me see. Boom, the Wheel of Fortune upright. Queen of Pentacles, Six of Cups reversed, King of Swords. There's that Nine of Wands again. Yeah, that King of Cups is in the reverse. He's not very emotionally mature. He doesn't really like to do the emotion thing with the King of Swords and the King of Cups in the reverse. So I'm thinking also, too, he's been burned in the past and he's still not over it yet. So while there is potential there, I think pursuing this and coming across like that, oh my God, I like you a whole lot, let's try this. He's still like, whoa. Women need to stay over here, because he's still really burnt from something that happened to him in the past. And yeah, I would honestly, depends on how much it's worth to you. It's going to be some work. It's going to take some work. I don't think it would be worth it. That's just my personal opinion. My opinion, if I was you, I would not. But if it's worth it to you, if you want it that bad,
What about if it's just like a hookup?
I don't even see that.
Potential for a hookup? No?
I mean, any dude is a potential for a hookup. That's any
That's
guy.
not true.
Oh, well,
I hate when you say that because that's not true.
oh, you, whatever. Yeah,
I'm just wondering, you know.
yeah.
All right, next is.
She's one of those women who actually thinks you've had male friends that wouldn't have sex with you. It's not true, baby.
I don't believe that. But
Whatever.
Whatever. I almost like feel like I should re-timestamp that because I timestamped that right when you said that for
Oh.
this person, and I'm pretty sure they don't want to hear that.
Oh,
So let's re-timestamp that.
sorry about that.
Okay, next is Jennifer.
Okay.
I have a Gemini in my life. I'm getting mixed messages about whether to give up hope for this relationship or not. Should I move on or wait it out?
Should I stay or should I go? I like those kind of questions. They're really easy to answer because movement and like staying put and moving are very, very easy to answer in the tarot. 7 shuffles. 1, 2. 7 of Swords just showed his face. I don't think you can trust this person. 3. 4. 5.
And we are still accepting questions. If you guys want to send your questions, we're probably going to do another video after this. So get your last minute questions in.
Last minute questions in, and they will be time stamped. You don't have to sit. And
I'm going to
watch.
timestamp them this time. I promise.
Knight of Cups. Nah, I think that. No, I think that something else is coming in for you here. I think something else is coming in for you. I think Page of Wands reversed and the Ace of Wands. I think the person that you're dealing with is too immature. I don't think you can trust them either. I don't think that I think they have a lot of secrets that they're keeping and just probably a lot of lies that they're telling you. And I think also too that you need something a little bit more serious and practical. Okay, but I see something else coming along for you here. Okay, something else coming along. Knight of Cups in the heart of the spread. But yeah, it's going to take a minute to shake the energy of this person. You definitely need to make sure that you're working on that. Don't just leave that up to fate and say, okay, well, hopefully I'll get over it one day. You need to definitely process through the connection you're having with this person because there's a very specific reason behind every single person you connect with. No matter how confusing they are, how positive or negative they are, every connection is very, very important. Your job is to constantly work towards figuring out why and accepting every connection that you've had. Ooh, the Lovers. There's the Gemini card. 5 shuffles. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, yeah.
2 more. Knight of Cups reversed, yeah. With the Gemini, this is a very near and dear soulmate. A very near and dear soulmate, but I don't think that you all are going to commit. I think I see something else coming in for you here, okay? The way it rests in this moment, I see you stretching it out a little bit longer. But I don't think that this person is ever going to come around. It looks to me like you're going to hang around and wait for a long time before you finally realize, nope, I'm done. Yeah, I don't think that the longer you wait, the longer the universe is going to keep you waiting. Okay, that's the best bet to me. Looks like I would definitely figure out what the meaning of this connection was, because there is one, and move on to other things is what I would do. Okay. So what's that? What's up with? How many more? do we
They
got?
canceled that one. So.
Oh, okay.
Next is Joyce.
Joyce.
You've given her readings before.
Oh, okay.
I recognize that name. Will I ever get better with the resistance or resisting resistance? How do you do this? Thanks, Joyce Butler Sag.
How do you do what?
What? Will I ever get better with the resistance or resisting resistance?
I mean, it's an art. It definitely is an art. What I always say is allow. I always say allow. Allow. The universe is like water. It behaves exactly like water. Okay? Allow, allow, allow. Allow it to take you where it wants to take you. Okay? That doesn't mean only dead fish go with the flow. You're not a dead fish. I'm not saying if an iceberg is headed your way, don't swim around, but allow it to take you where you need to go.
Or like when doors are closing kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's what we have to deal with is when we try doing new things.
Yeah.
You know when the door is closed.
There's that fighting to try to force him. No, I'm still seeing you doing it. Okay. You have to learn how to identify when a door is closed. Okay. Here's one of the easiest ways to tell. Obviously, one way to tell, the easiest way to tell is if you keep trying and trying and trying and trying and trying and there's no go. Here's another way though. Whenever for no logical, legitimate reason, everything is lined up beautifully for this thing to happen, and it just something happens that doesn't let it go through. Something just gets poof, and you're like, what the fuck? And you allow that frustration to eat you alive, and you keep forcing it and fighting it and forcing it, and for no logical, legitimate reason, the door is just shut. That's another sign, okay? When the door is shut, you need to say, oh, okay, all right. And it hurts. It just happened to us the other day, didn't it?
Yeah.
A door got slammed in my face when it came to something.
And that's why I don't get too attached. That's why I told you right there. That's why I think I was the only one who was not affected by that.
Well, either way, it's not that I was too attached. What it is, and I know this is how it happens. That's why I dealt with it the way that I did. It was like, bam, that hurts. Okay, well, I know that this means there's something better. I know that this means there's something better. You know, I'm like, you know.
And it's a good opportunity to teach the girls that too.
Yeah. But you have to, there's a very fine line between not getting too attached and expecting the worst and hoping for the best.
Okay, that's totally my quote.
No, that's everybody's quote.
I do.
That's a very negative. That's horrible manifesting. Horrible manifesting.
Well, you know, it's got me this far, so.
That's horrible manifesting.
I agree, but at the same time, I feel like you have to protect your heart to a certain degree. And let whatever is supposed to happen. That's what I mean by when I say that. I mean,
it's a process.
I'm just gonna let whatever I put that intention out there. So whatever is gonna happen will happen. I'm not gonna sit here and force it to happen. But then I'm not also gonna be negative, like, this probably isn't gonna happen, kind of thing.
Okay, well, it's a process. Okay, trusting the process is a process in and of itself. The Fool card. You have to take leaps of faith. 1, 2, 3, and 4. See, with me the other day, when that happened, the reason that I allowed myself to attach was for vibrational purposes, to cast a strong vibration towards the picture in my mind. Because there's a picture in my mind, okay? And I casted very intense vibrations towards that picture, okay? And yeah, whenever that particular door was slammed shut, it's like, oh, fuck universe, okay, well, what then?
Well, I have more to say on that after this.
Okay. Anywho, I'm still not seeing you do very good at it. Oh, man. 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups, I do see good things coming your way, but Ace of Cups reversed. They get I see anything good that comes in, that resistance, the whole resistance thing is still something that you're struggling with, and it threatens to bring anything good down. The thing about it is, ponder this. The only thing you're fighting is to try to make something happen that you think might happen based on what you've learned in the past. Okay, but you can't take what you've learned in the past and create something you've never had, or maintain something you've never had. You have to allow. The way it rests in this moment, now I still see lots of conflict and lots of resisting. And it does threaten anything good that comes in your life. It threatens to wipe it out. Okay? So it's just a process you're going to have to work towards. There's no blanket statement. There is no rule book. You just have to practice allowing. Practice allowing whatever's going to happen. Okay? So, next one.
Next is Valerie.
Valerie
says, love and the synchronicity numbers I'm seeing constantly.
Okay, as far as the synchronicity numbers that you're seeing constantly, that is a very strict conversation between you and your higher self. I cannot tell you what it means for you. That is your higher self communicating to you. That is very specifically between you and your higher self. Here's what I can tell you. Let's get 5 shuffles. 1, 2, 3. 2 more. So there's a lot of readers out there who will tell you what that means. And you know what that does? That creates a repeat customer. There's a lot of readers out there who do what they can to create repeat customers. Now, if you want to come back to me, that's all fine and good and well, but I'm definitely handing you tools to where if you don't want to come back and get another reading, you don't have to. I'm teaching you how to do it yourself. This is much like somebody like giving you the answers to the test. You know, cheating in class. You didn't learn a fucking thing. You got the answers but you didn't actually learn anything. So when it comes to the synchronicity numbers, here's what you can do. Start taking notes. I don't care if you have to bust out a pen and a pad of paper. Let's take, for example, 1111. That's the most popular one. Our higher selves love that fucking number, okay? Start paying attention. Every time you see it, start writing things down. What was I just thinking about? What was I about to do? What was on my mind? How was I feeling? Okay, and then just start writing things down that are surrounding what's going on whenever you see these numbers. After a while, maybe 3 months, maybe 6 months, start looking. Start looking and looking at your notes and gathering the similarities and the differences, and you can start getting an idea, and it's usually very, very simple. Something very, 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 very simple, okay? And that's how you figure out what your higher self is trying to tell you. And this way, you don't need to keep coming back to a reader to see, that way, bam, now I know what those numbers mean. Now I'm the creator of my life, okay? As far as love goes, I do see, you are still very, very clung to a past failure, okay? Very, very clung to a past failure. Tower reversed, the 6 of Wands in the reverse. At one point in time, you got played, right? Now, is this still bothering you consciously? I don't know. But you never properly processed through it. There is still a part of you that is holding on to a point in time when you got lied to or hurt. And as a result of that, you don't realize this, but you're still on that same vibration. Okay, a lot of us don't quite understand how that works. I'll tell you how that works. Okay, these are the people who will fight and argue when you say, hey, you're the one attracting those abusive people into your life. Oh, you're abusive. No. Here's how it works. I don't care if you're the most honest person on the planet. If all you think about is how badly you hate liars, you're focused on liars. You're going to attract liars into your life. Okay? So even if you're the most loyal, committed person on the planet, if all you think about is how badly you hate players and how badly you don't want to be with a player and how badly players piss you off, you're going to attract a player into your life. Let's get 5 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 2 more. You're focusing too much on what you don't want, and that's going to bring it right to you. A lot of us think that we can achieve what we want by focusing on what we don't want, and it doesn't work. No matter what you focus on, that's what you will attract more of, or at least you will see more evidence of it. Okay, I do see a love offer coming in right here. And there's that Six of Wands in the reverse again, because you are so focused on whatever it was in the past that failed, and you're so focused on trying to not fail. Okay, it's just like me saying, don't think about a green elephant. First thing you do is think about a green elephant. By trying to not fail, by focusing on what you don't want that happened in the past, you're going to recreate it. Okay? You need to go inside and trust yourself enough to say, okay, well, I acknowledge what could possibly happen. That's absolutely out there in the quantum field. However, I'm not going to feed that all of my energy. I'm going to feed all of my energy to what I do want. Okay? There's a very, very definitive line between focusing on what you don't want and focusing on what you do want. And most people focus on what they don't want and focus on trying to avoid what they don't want, and that's how you keep attracting it into your life. And that's what I see you're doing in the current moment. I will get in there and do some adjustments on that, okay? Next one.
Next is Janexes. I hope I got that right. A Leo female.
Okay.
I was wondering if you could see what's coming my way in the next couple of months ahead.
Okay.
It doesn't say regarding it what exactly, maybe just like a general,
Okay.
general. That's what people like to say a lot. Just a general reading. I'm like, about what? Huh,
Yeah.
in PayPal.
All right. Queen of Cups, the High Priestess, 5 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 2 more.
Do your hands ever hurt from shuffling?
Yeah. Right now it's my shoulder. My weak shoulder right here.
Maybe it's because
From
you're
holding-
like slouching over.
From holding my arms up like this. This arm is like...
Is the
killing me.
table too high?
No. I'm just holding my arms up in the same spot, doing the same movements for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. All right. So I do see in the next couple of months, I see some up and downs here. I'm thinking this looks like in regards to love. I do see you taking a new leap of faith with a new person here in the next, couple of months. But it's going to turn out bad. Okay? And it seems like rather than process through it, I see another one come in almost immediately after that. Within the next couple of months after that, another person come in immediately. And that's probably going to end up bad too. Okay, it alleviates the heartbreak, but I'm seeing a few things kind of pop on and off and on and off and on and off. Okay, probably going out and hanging out and having fun. I don't know if you like to go out and party or whatnot, but the Three of Cups right here could be a third party situation you're into that you're dealing with. But I'm definitely seeing multiple energies headed your way, none of which are anything stable or successful. Let me see if I can get a little bit more information on that. See? Knight of Cups, Ace of Swords. How many have we done so far?
We've done quite a few.
We're going to make this a part 3.
Yes.
I think after this one here, I'm pretty much... Man, same King of Wands energy. All right. Yep, there's that Three of Cups again and the Devil card. Okay, so here's the thing. I think that you're very, very emotionally independent. And the good thing about that is emotional independence is just a good thing, okay? Here's the thing, though. It makes you very attractive, okay? That independence, that independent energy blasting off of you makes you very, very, very attractive, okay? Just period. Not just romantically, not just sexually. just there's something intriguing about that confidence, about that independent, fulfilling energy. And if you just start grabbing up, like, because you're going to have all kinds of love offers coming your way when you have that confidence, okay? But if you just start taking each and every one of them that comes along your way, you're going to end up going on a circus ride, okay? And that's what I see happening here. And I honestly would not. What I would do, if I were you, is focus on not what's coming your way, but on your own self-love. Because you're already there. You're already there. Now, focus on, no, I don't need just anything that comes my way. Okay? No. When you start turning love down, that's when you're on the frequency of a real relationship. Okay? Because you have a relationship with yourself. When you start turning love down. When you start saying, no, turning love offers down and rejecting love, that is telling the universe nothing but I love myself more than that. Okay? That's how you get on that frequency of that love for your person to come through. Okay? And I see that happening. The way it rests in this moment, unless you do anything to fix that, the way it rests in this moment, I see offers coming your way. And this is what happens to most people. This is what happened to me. This is what happened to most people I've talked to. We do it by accident, okay? We go out, we got all these different love offers hitting us left and right, left and right, left and right. And finally, we're just like, man, fuck it. I've been around the block. I'm done with it. Fuck it, I'm done with it. I dig me. And then you become fulfilled because you're thinking, oh, okay, well, I've pursued all these people have pursued me, and that's nothing but heartbreak and letting me down. You know what? I dig me. 9 of Cups. And then right then, when that's the last thing on your mind, boom, your person shows up. But you can speed this process up and eliminate all that bullshit if you focus on your relationship with yourself first and foremost now. If you put that as your number one priority, when you least expect it, your person is going to show up. Bam. And that could happen anytime. Okay, but you can't go out looking for it. You can't be sitting around anticipating it and waiting on it. Focus on yourself and on your own self-love. Make that your number one priority. And it'll happen. You'll get hit in the face with it, okay? So, anywho, I think it's about time to cut this one off. And how much time we got here? About 2 hours. I'm going to rest up for about 2 hours, and then we're going to...
hour and a half.
Hour and a half.
We'll be back at 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock, and then
So
we're
that's
going
an hour and a half.
to knock off the rest of them. How many more do we have?
Like 16.
Okay. All right.
12. We'll see. Whatever. There might be more that comes in. So.
Okay. Yep. So if there is more that comes in, those will get added to it tonight.
And then we'll do as much as we can, and then. Yeah,
Remember, you all
that.
don't have to sit through the whole thing. They will be time stamped. You can go back to the playbacks when they're done. Okay. So. But if you want to sit through and listen to everybody else's stuff, okay, that's cool. But
yeah.
Anyway, did you have anything you wanted to add before we get out?
No.
All right. We will see y'all in another hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that. All right.
Okay.
Have a good one.